Hayashi awak kinitaw itong tamang pamaski. Mittene pago speech stage. Kita bongin tamang omin koso no. Alege Hayashi isak mistego. Nese suege wa. Nekutap tur data nustigina na. Kitso asmis.
Attawapiskat in the early 1990s was a place filled with kids, with more than 1/3 of the population being under 19 at the time. In the early 1990s, Attawapiskat's high school was built. Just around the school was a pumping station and many underground fuel pipes. Pipelines ruptured and broke, spreading fuel onto and around the school. 2 decades had passed, and still, no money was available to fix it. School got torn down, and portables became the norm for a decade, where Shannon Kustachin first spoke about what terrible places these portables were. People all around hoped the funds from the new De Beers mine would help pay for our school, and it was said to, but 12 months later, nothing had happened. Later, in 2014, Attawapiskat Elementary School opens, the first school that Attawapiskat has seen in 14 years. In 2011, 2018, and 2019, there were large housing shortages. Some even lived in tents in -40 weather. In 2011, instead of helping, Prime Minister Stephen Harper argued that widespread corruption on the part of the band leaders was to blame. In April 2016, Chief Bruce Shisheen declared a state of suicide crisis when in just one night 11 suicide attempts were made. A total of 101 people tried to commit suicide within just 7 months, with 28 attempting in March alone. Community and home overcrowding, bullying, emotional, physical, and drug abuse were common triggers. In 2017, the mine failed to monitor and report on heavy mercury contamination it was causing, including the fish it was filling with toxins, the fish that the community was eating. In 2019, the water was contaminated heavily by chemical byproduct produced by their water plant, which needs urgent repair. Attawapiskat's current water supply comes from a dead lake, at first supporting 700, but now must support 2,000 people. They hope the Attawapiskat River can become their new preferred water source. Although the Attawapiskat people face many challenges, they have many completed and ongoing projects of improvement. Completed ones include a youth center, a waste management system planning study and landfill assessment, a multi-unit housing construction, and more. Ongoing ones include funding for enhanced housing, road and bridge business plan analysis, funding for a proposal to address waste management, funding for hazardous waste training, and funding for training and support to First Nations water and wastewater operators, and many more.